Welcome to my channel, where your adventure into the future starts right now. Step into a vibrant universe filled with groundbreaking technology, breathtaking alien landscapes, and exhilarating sci-fi narratives that challenge your imagination. From daring explorations of distant galaxies to haunting journeys through dystopian societies, we uncover the most captivating stories and innovative ideas that will shape the world of tomorrow. Subscribe today and join us on an incredible intergalactic voyage that promises to inspire and thrill. In the vast reaches of the Milky Way galaxy, where countless civilizations thrived and competed for resources, the galactic community had established a fragile order. This order was governed by the Galactic Accord, an ancient treaty designed to maintain peace among its member species. However, one clause in the treaty stood out as particularly peculiar: the absolute prohibition of human involvement in any galactic conflict. To the uninitiated, it seemed inexplicable, and to a group of alien students attending the esteemed Galactic Academy, it became the subject of intense curiosity. The Galactic Academy was a hub of learning and diplomacy, where the brightest minds from across the galaxy converged to study everything from advanced technology to interspecies relations. For the students, understanding the intricacies of the Galactic Accord was a mandatory part of their education. However, the clause banning humans from warfare perplexed them. Humans, after all, were a relatively young species in galactic terms, hailing from a planet called Earth in the Sol system. Their technology was primitive compared to many advanced civilizations, and they were not known for any extraordinary abilities that might make them a threat. Yet, the ban remained unchallenged and absolute. Among the students, a group of friends from different species decided to investigate. There was Arlix, a crystalline entity from the shimmering nebula, whose intellect shone as brightly as her refractive body. Beside her was Krot, a towering, amphibious being from the waterworld of Zorith, known for his strength and stoicism. Completing the trio was Finra, a diminutive but fiercely curious avian from the sky cities of Luranis. Together, they pored over historical records, archival footage, and declassified documents, piecing together a picture of humanity's tumultuous past. The first thing that struck them was humanity's propensity for conflict. From the earliest days of recorded history, humans had waged wars over territory, resources, ideology, and even abstract concepts like honor. The scale of their conflicts had escalated over millennia, culminating in devastating global wars that scarred their homeworld. Yet, this was not unusual. Many galactic species had similarly violent histories. What set humans apart, however, was their resilience and ingenuity in the face of adversity. Time and again, they had rebuilt their civilizations from the ashes, often emerging stronger than before. The trio's research also revealed a pattern of unpredictability in human behavior. Unlike most species, which tended to act in ways that aligned with their biological imperatives or cultural norms, humans were capable of extreme variability. They could be altruistic or ruthless, cooperative or confrontational, depending on circumstances. This unpredictability made them difficult to understand and even harder to anticipate in conflict scenarios. Digging deeper, the students uncovered a series of incidents that hinted at why the ban had been instituted. During humanity's early forays into space, they had encountered several alien species, some of whom had sought to exploit the fledgling spacefarers. In each case, humans had responded with a mix of diplomacy and aggression, adapting their tactics with startling speed. One notable incident involved a skirmish with the Vor, a technologically superior race known for their conquest-driven expansion. Despite being outgunned and outnumbered, the humans had devised an unconventional strategy that exploited the Vor's rigid tactical doctrine, leading to a decisive victory. These encounters, while impressive, were not enough to warrant a blanket ban. The students were convinced there was more to the story, and their suspicions were confirmed when they stumbled upon a restricted archive within the Academy's database. It took considerable effort and no small amount of risk, but they managed to bypass the security protocols. What they found was both astonishing and unsettling. The archive contained classified reports from a war that had taken place centuries earlier, long before the Galactic Accord was established. This war, known simply as the Conflict of the Fallen Suns, had pitted an alliance of advanced civilizations against a mysterious and devastating foe. The reports detailed how, in desperation, the alliance had sought help from humanity, who were still considered a minor species at the time. Human involvement had turned the tide of the war, but not in the way anyone had expected. Faced with an enemy that seemed insurmountable, humans had employed strategies that defied conventional logic. They had weaponized their unpredictability, using feints, psychological tactics, and even self-sacrifice to outmaneuver their opponents. But what truly shocked the students was the revelation of a catastrophic event known as the Scorched Expanse. The Scorched Expanse was a region of space that had been rendered uninhabitable, its planets reduced to lifeless husks. According to the reports, it was the result of a human-devised weapon, a last-ditch effort to end the war. While effective, the weapon's use had caused collateral damage on an unprecedented scale, wiping out not only the enemy but also several allied worlds. The fallout from this act had nearly fractured the alliance and left a deep scar on the galactic psyche. In the aftermath, humanity had voluntarily retreated from the galactic stage, understanding that their methods, while effective, were deemed too dangerous. The ban on human involvement in warfare had been codified into the Galactic Accord as a safeguard, a means of preventing such devastation from ever occurring again. Humanity, it seemed, had been both the galaxy's savior and its cautionary tale. The students were left grappling with the implications of their discovery. On one hand, they could not deny the brilliance and bravery that humans had displayed. On the other, the sheer destructiveness of their actions was sobering. They debated the morality of the ban, questioning whether it was fair to judge an entire species by the actions of their ancestors. Yet, they also understood the fear that had driven the decision, a fear rooted in humanity's capacity for innovation, resilience, and, ultimately, destruction. The students decided to expand their research to understand the broader implications of the ban. They interviewed historians, diplomats, and even veterans of interstellar conflicts, seeking perspectives from those who had studied or directly experienced humanity's unique approach to conflict. Each account added layers to their understanding. Some species admired humanity's ability to turn dire situations to their advantage, while others viewed them with suspicion and even dread. The trio's journey took them to Earth itself, a rare privilege granted only to a select few. They explored human culture, delving into art, literature, and philosophy. They discovered that humanity's capacity for violence was matched by their ability to create beauty and meaning. They learned about human resilience in the face of natural disasters, their relentless curiosity that drove them to explore the cosmos, and their deep-seated belief in hope and redemption. One evening, as they stood on a hillside overlooking a bustling human city, Arlix remarked on the paradox they had uncovered. How can a species capable of such destruction also be capable of such profound compassion? She wondered aloud. Krot, ever pragmatic, replied, perhaps it is because they understand the value of what they destroy. They have lived through their own devastation and know its cost. Finra, her feathers ruffling in the evening breeze, added, and yet, they continue to take risks. They could have chosen to isolate themselves, to avoid the temptation of conflict. Instead, they push forward, exploring, innovating, and connecting. It is both their greatest strength and their greatest danger. As their academic term came to an end, the trio decided to present their findings to their peers and instructors. Their presentation sparked a heated debate within the academy, drawing attention from diplomats, historians, and military strategists. Some argued that humanity deserved a chance to prove themselves in the modern era, while others maintained that the risk was too great. For Arlix, Krot, and Finra, the experience was transformative. They had set out to uncover a mystery and ended up confronting profound questions about ethics, responsibility, and the nature of war. While they could not predict what the future held for humanity's place in the galaxy, they knew one thing for certain. The ban was not merely a punishment but a testament to humanity's extraordinary potential for both creation and destruction. The debate ignited by their presentation spread beyond the walls of the academy. Discussions about humanity's role in the galaxy became a topic of interstellar discourse, leading to renewed scrutiny of the Galactic Accord. Proponents of lifting the ban argued that humanity had changed since the days of the conflict of the fallen suns. They pointed to advancements in human diplomacy and their increasing participation in peaceful galactic initiatives. Opponents, however, warned that humanity's fundamental nature remained unchanged. They highlighted recent incidents where human ingenuity had led to unintended consequences, even in non-military contexts. The fear of humanity's potential for destruction continued to loom large, casting a shadow over any efforts to reintegrate them into galactic conflict scenarios. Amid this growing debate, humanity itself remained largely silent. The few human representatives in galactic institutions avoided taking sides, perhaps wary of reigniting old fears. On Earth, the subject of the ban was a matter of quiet pride and sorrow. Pride for the recognition of their species' capability, and sorrow for the reasons that had necessitated such recognition. The trio's findings also inspired a new generation of students at the Galactic Academy to explore humanity's story. They delved into the cultural and philosophical aspects of the species, seeking to understand not just their history but their essence. This new wave of research began to reshape perceptions, painting a more nuanced picture of humanity as a species of contradictions capable of great destruction but also unparalleled creativity and hope. In time, the debate about the ban on human involvement in galactic warfare reached the Galactic Council, the highest governing body of the Accord. After much deliberation, the Council decided to commission a comprehensive study of humanity's current capabilities and attitudes. This study would determine whether the ban should be lifted, modified, or maintained. It was a decision that promised to reshape humanity's relationship with the galaxy, for better or worse. For Arlex, Krot, and Finra, the journey had been one of discovery and growth. They had started as curious students and emerged as catalysts for change. Their investigation had revealed not only the reasons behind the ban but also the complexities of a species that defied easy categorization. As they parted ways to pursue their own paths, they carried with them a deeper understanding of humanity and the hope that, one day, the galaxy might come to see humans not as a threat, but as valuable allies and partners in the vast, shared journey among the stars.